Out here doing a little work, guys. I'm installing this intake real quick. See if I already got this kit is pretty slick. This is I had to order it, man. Nobody in town has this kit. I'm serious. So you gotta order it. So it's and I don't have any tools that match anything but this small. But yeah, as you can see here, that's what that is. But it's called a hobbyist 72-piece tool kit. It comes with a file and everything that you need. But you're gonna have that, man, to work on smaller, cars like this or drones or whatever you're into. So anyway, all right, yo, let me get finished with this, man. Stay tuned. We're gonna crank her up. When you're taking apart a carburetor, it's just like on a car, on a weed eater. Just like a car, always replace your gaskets. Now this one right here, this gasket here, when I peeled it off, it looks pretty good, as you can see. There's no kind of breaks or nothing like that. But this right here is going to save you, just like you would put in an exhaust on your bike or a car, or an intake on a bike or a car. A gasket is everything. It's just like my red car out there with that turbo. When you put too much boost, like I did at one point when I put that electronic boost controller in, you blow these. But I tell you what, I'd rather blow these than blow an engine. And that's the cool thing about gaskets. They actually kind of save your ass. But if you ever driving your car and you get like a rattling, your car all of a sudden sounds like a little truck, more than likely it's going to be a gasket that's blown, or you got a hole either in your exhaust, or you got a blown gasket on your intake. If you got something on your intake and you're leaking oil, or if you got, let's say, your coolant is all of a sudden looking kind of thick and milkshake looking, you know what I mean? Like it's look thick like a milk. You got oil. You got a blown gasket on your head gasket, and what it is, oil is getting mixed up with your coolant. So watch your gaskets, guys. All right. So let's finish up this build. You can really see that it's more bored out, and there's the flap right there. You see that? So that's going to get a lot more air, and they're probably about a good 15% more with that, and more air. Just like I told you the last time, what's the 3 ingredients for horsepower? Air, fuel, and spark. This is going to add the air, and I got some high octane fuel, and I got an NGK spark plug for the spark. So, man, I can't wait to get this thing started. All right, let's finish up. And as you can see, that's the old one right there. You see how small that is? I mean, that's a 45cc engine, so it ain't like they're gonna put like a tiny one in there, but that one's small. But if you look at that one compared to that one, got a big the opening is a lot more air, buddy. All right, and then plus, instead of all this foam, see all that right there? See, air's got to get through all that. See all that foam? Got to go through that foam, this foam. Now, what they recommend for you to do is they actually got filter oil that you're supposed to put on this, and then this right here covers that. I'm like, man, by the time any air gets into that, it's got to get through all that. So that's pretty crazy. Now, one thing about 2-cycle engines, they're pretty fickle, so you don't want to just have it too open, because just like any kind of gasoline, nitro cars or gasoline cars, it's all about that atmosphere too. You can get out there and you could be pulling on that pull handle all day. That sucker would not start because it's just a little bit, because the air fuel mixture is not right. It's the same, working on this stuff here is just the same as working on a turbo car. Turbo cars are the same as that way. You put a turbo in your car, man, if you do not have that ECU program where you're getting just the right amount of fuel along with the air, with that spark, you're gonna either A, blow that engine up, or B, it's not gonna stay running. It'll crank up, it'll start up, and then stall out. Or C, you're gonna have a major boost leak, which is gonna be a major loss in horsepower. So, all right, man, I don't want to talk too much. Let's get started. There it is, guys. Finished product. That looks sinister as hell, don't it? Oh, man. I told you performance can be beautiful just like candy paint. I'm serious. Performance can be beautiful just like candy paint. It's just like when I do the bike and every other vehicle, I'm not just a performance head. All I do is perform. Nah, I fix up every car or whatever I'm fixing up according to what it is. If it's a luxury car, then I would put luxury parts on it to bring it out, not to cheese it out, but to bring it out. But my point I'm trying to make is, everybody's so worried about making everything candy paint. You don't have to make everything candy paint. If it's a sports car, make it a sports car. Because I'm telling you, when you put the right, correct performance parts on it, it's beautiful, man. Look at that. That's gorgeous. That is gorgeous, man. I'm telling you. That's real. And it not only it looks good, it's going to perform like hell. If you're a hobbyist, you get that toolkit. There's nothing in my garage that's going to fit these cars. So if you're thinking, well, I'll just use my tools like in the garage, forget about it. Nothing in the garage is going to fit these cars or your drone or whatever. You're going to have to get this kit right here. This is a 72 piece by Cobalt. It's called a hobbyist toolkit because it's got all these small little parts, all these small little screws that you got to take apart and then mess with that carburetor and stuff like that. So, all right, man, we're gonna see how this puppy sound. All right, hold on. There she goes, guys. Oh yeah. Healthy, baby. That's a healthy sound. All right, man. Holla at your boy Ty Nitty, man. Word up. Let's build something. You know I got you. All right, peace. If you're on my YouTube channel, rate, comment, and subscribe. Hit a like button, man. Word up. I'm here to teach you. I've been doing this stuff a long time, man. I'm here to teach you, and I'm here to have fun with it. I have a passion with this. This ain't got nothing to do with no bragging. This is about me having a passion. And I want to teach you the same thing if you want to learn or if you're into it like I am. All right, peace out.